This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
You're tuned in to San Diego's The Next Wave. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio once again on another weekend. I'm Taylor Joy from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
And I'm Lorraine from the local congregation of El Cajon.
And thank you so much for joining us today for The Next Wave. We have a very inspiring topic for everyone today. We hope that this show inspires everyone to get out there and show some love, show some, okay, let me try that again. Show some kindness throughout today, throughout the week, throughout the rest of the year, throughout forever. Because, Lorraine, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about kindness in action.
That's right.
INCGiving and volunteering.
Yes. So we're going to learn some ways that we could easily show kindness in our everyday life. And we hope that we can also share some tips with each other in the live chat, perhaps. So before we jump into our discussion, we are going to remind everyone, be sure to share this link to view our show today with your friends and family so they can also benefit from the show and everything that we'll discuss. While you're at it, be sure to like this video on YouTube and subscribe to the INCRadio YouTube channel so you can stay within the loop of all of the happenings in INCRadio. And how else can people be involved with our show today, Lorraine?
They can leave us comments using their local shout outs. And in our show, we do love comments. And of course, you can also tune into the questions that we'll have later. And of course, for the winners for our local shout out challenge, stay tuned towards the end of the show to hear them.
Yes, and we do see some of you already tuning in and leaving your comments. Thank you so much. Like Sister Merle Schneider, thank you for always tuning in and supporting. Who else is tuned in today?
We got Erwin Prado.
Yes,
from
we
the
do.
Bay Area.
Love
Ooh.
it. So we can't wait to see who else is tuned in with us and where you're tuning in from. But without further ado, we're going to jump into our discussion, kindness in action. Lorraine, I just wanted to kick things off with an act of kindness to you right now. Okay. You're looking fabulous today.
Yeah, you looking fabulous too. I like your face.
I like you as a person.
Oh, she's stuttering.
It's so funny because Lorraine and I realized that we got our outfits today from the same exact place.
Yeah, you can tell the style is very similar. The puff sleeve.
So I'm feeling good.
Yes.
I'm feeling good because you have shown kindness to me.
Aww.
And I have shown kindness to you. So we also have an in-studio guest with us who's going to get in on this discussion on kindness and tell us how he incorporates acts of kindness into his lifestyle. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming our very special in-studio guest today, Brother Joey Longett.
Hello, guys.
Hello. How are you, Brother Joey?
Doing good. Appreciate you guys having me on today.
We appreciate you joining us. We have had you on the show before. Mm-hmm. You are no stranger to us here. So we're so excited to get to learn more about you and especially about this topic, how you incorporate this into your daily life. But before we get into that, for anyone tuning in who hasn't had the pleasure of meeting you yet, would you mind introducing yourself? You can let them know what local congregation you're from, some of the duties you hold, and maybe a little bit about your family too.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Well, hey, viewers and listeners. My name is Brother Joey Longett. I'm from the locale of Temecula over here in San Diego County. I am a proud deacon, and I got my wife, Jocelyn, and my daughter, Jenna Lee and Jace. She's actually watching right now. If you look at the comments, she's probably making comments right now. And I just most recently completed a 24-year active duty service. So I'm currently retired and just being, a proud stay-at-home dad.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a great career. So before we jump into our first question for you, we got a couple questions. Lorraine, let's kick it off with a question for the live chat.
Yeah, so for those tuning in with us, our first question of the day is, what's one act of kindness, big or small, that made an impact on you recently?
I like this question.
That's a good question.
Can you think of anything off the top of your head?
I had a recent travel to the Bay Area, and
Mhm.
I was just telling my friend a week ago about
Yeah.
this encounter. So there was an older couple in front of me at the TSA line, and he was frantically like looking for his phone, and he pulled his phone out of his pocket, but in that moment I saw that his ID card, his driver's license came out, and I tapped him and I said, "Oh sir, you dropped your ID, your
Mhm.
driver's license." And he was very thankful because it looked like he was very stressed that morning. It was a morning flight,
Mhm.
so everyone was already at the airport. It was super busy, and he thanked me for picking up his driver's license for him because he needed it to travel.
You need that to travel
Yeah,
for sure.
and when we got to the front of the TSA line, he actually made me cut him so I could put my luggage
Oh.
first. It was his way to, I guess, reciprocate that kindness.
For
Yeah.
sure. I
That's
love
awesome.
that story.
Yeah.
It's the perfect example of how I always have this theory that kindness is contagious.
Mhm.
So I think that story is perfect because it shows how you spread kindness, and as a result, kindness came back to you
Yeah.
in that gesture. So that's super sweet.
Yeah.
And we actually, our first question for you, Brother Joey, is
Mhm.
kind of related to this chat question that we have.
Yeah.
What's a volunteer story or act of kindness story that has really stayed with you? It could be recent, long time ago.
I actually have two, right? So the
Mhm.
first one is going to be kind of bouncing off what you had mentioned specifically about kindness being contagious.
Yeah.
Have you ever sat at like, say, a drive-through coffee shop,
Mhm.
right?
Yes,
And
I
and you're
have.
sitting there and you order your coffee and you go up to the cash lady and say, "Hey, the guy in front of you, paid
Paid for you.
paid for your
Yeah.
coffee."
Mhm.
And all he told me is to tell you to pay it forward. And you're
Oh.
sitting there like, wow, what a nice gesture. And whether or not you actually pay it forward, I think
Mhm.
you know small things like that
Mhm.
can go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, the INC giving projects that we have here in the church, one activity that is very personal to me is when we do blood donation drives,
Yeah.
right? And the reason why I think for me why it's personal is because number one, I was a service member, and if you know service members that are deployed, if they get injured, they're going to need these blood products that we donate to them.
Mhm.
More importantly, for me, my daughter has a blood disorder, and at any point in time, she could need a blood transfusion. And so, my wife and I, we make it a point to always participate in blood donation drives, especially when INC Giving hosts them. So that's kind of like the personal story for me.
Thank you
Aw.
for sharing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, prior to our preparation for this broadcast,
Mhm.
I had no idea about that being the case for Jenna
Yeah.
Lee, your
Mhm.
daughter. But I can totally see how that is part of the motivation. What motivates you to, like you said, donate blood
Mhm.
and show
Right.
kindness to others in that way.
Mhm.
And for anyone who's tuning in who maybe they have considered donating blood, but maybe they're scared or they just don't know how to take that first step. Do you have any advice for them or words of encouragement at all?
Yeah. So, no, the reason why I kind of giggled is because, my wife is a medical professional. I'm a medical professional.
Yeah.
We've donated previously so many times,
Mhm.
and whenever you do donate, there's a screening form, right?
Mhm.
My only advice to all the viewers and listeners there is just to really pay attention to the questions, answer them honestly,
Mhm.
right? And if you're qualified, they're more than equipped to take care of you if anything happens. And that's probably my best advice for those donating. And by the way, you're participating in a church sanctioned event.
Mhm.
In my mind, if I'm doing this, for God, I'm pretty sure that He has my back.
Mhm.
So.
That's perfect
Yeah.
advice. I couldn't have said it better.
There was actually an advice from our director. He says if you are giving blood, his advice is be positive.
Be positive.
Be positive,
Not A positive?
not be negative.
Oh, be
What about
positive. Got it.
Silly. Our tech team loves to have fun during our shows too, just so you know. Let's also take a second to read what everybody has been saying in the chat so far. From who is this? Is this Brother Jewel? Good morning, brothers and sisters viewing from Northern Africa. Thank you for tuning
wow.
in.
From Sister Terry Lynn, she says sometimes a smile is always a person
What
needs
a person needs.
at the beginning of the day. I knew what she was trying to say. I cannot read.
You're good. You're good. And we also want to read another shout out. Oh, from Jenny. She says, "That's my dad."
Aw.
Hi,
So sweet.
Jelly.
That's so cute.
Also, one more for now from Brother Jeffrey. He says, "Shout out to all the veterans." Yes, big shout out indeed.
Awesome.
We got a lot in our
Mhm.
district, especially.
Yes, of course.
So, moving things along. Ooh, let's actually ask another chat question since everybody's into this.
Yeah, for our second question of the day, have you ever volunteered before? If not, what kind of volunteer work would you love to try?
I'm sure you volunteered a couple of times, haven't
Yeah.
you?
The one that's really memorable to me is the food bank.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
I've never done it in the past, so doing it for the first time, that was really seeing the people that we're helping and seeing what they do at the food bank is really inspiring.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's an important type of volunteer activity too, because
Mhm.
sometimes a lot of us can kind of forget that
Mhm.
other people in our community really depend on certain services and
Mhm.
certain outreach programs in
Mhm.
order to continue with their lives.
Mhm.
So I think that's a great opportunity for people to really get out there, and it's super simple. I'm sure
Mhm.
there's lots of community there's a lot of what do you call them, like organizations
Yes,
that will
organizations.
host you or that will let you volunteer. You just have to find that out online for
Mhm.
your community.
Yeah.
And so that, as well as what you were mentioning earlier, Brother
Mhm.
Joey, the INCGiving Project.
Yes.
For those who might not know, the INCGiving Project was launched by the Church of Christ as a way for members and for anyone in the community to share their faith through acts of kindness and to just do good to anyone who needs it. So it's a really great initiative. And that sort of segues into our next question for you,
Okay.
Brother Joey. So,
Mhm.
from what you've seen or experienced personally, what does the volunteer efforts that you've experienced through the INCGiving Project and, just the project and initiative itself, what does that mean to you personally? And how do you see kindness? How do you see kindness working in the community through those experiences?
Well, I mean, I think the INCGiving Project is a very important initiative by the church administration here, because obviously, there, like you had mentioned, there's a lot of unfortunate people in our community that will need some help, and it really serves in my thoughts is two different purposes. One is to help the community, right, by volunteering.
Yeah.
But number two, it provides an opportunity for members to expose the church to them, right?
Yeah.
Utilize the propagational tool in addition to helping out the community. So I think personally that's why it's one of the best programs or initiatives that church administration has.
I agree. And I feel like these activities, INCGiving Project activities, and just any simple act of kindness, like how we saw in the live chat earlier, an act as simple as a smile to a stranger who might be having a bad day. Those things, I feel like they just leave a lasting effect on you personally too. It's I'm not a psychology like expert or anything, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But I think we've all experienced personally too how when we do good and we just are kind to other people, it makes us feel good. And I think that's just the right energy that we need to be spreading more of.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
Let's see if there's anyone in the live chat who has some thoughts on this as well. Would you like to kick it off?
Yeah, Terrelyn says Emmy likes to say thank you to everyone she sees in uniform because she said no one says thank you to them for keeping us safe. Aw, so sweet.
So true. That's
Yeah.
very deep. I like
Yeah.
that. Also from Kuya Peach, do food banks have overdraft fees? Just kidding. Volunteering at food banks is such a great way to share kindness. Agreed.
Sherry Dela Cruz says always love beach cleanups.
Beach cleanups are very fun. We have lots of park cleanups in the Temecula area too, if you ever want to stop by for one of those. Do we have any more comments for now? Maybe if we scroll down a little bit. Thank you. Oh, let's read maybe one or two shout outs too while we're at it. From Phil Nationalis. Shout out to the Longit family. Looking good, my brother. At Brother Joey.
Brother Dennis Manankil says, shout out to Brother Joey Langit, fellow U.S. Navy bro and fellow officer in the church, always supporting. He the man.
You got some good buddies
Some fans
tuning
out
in.
there.
Yeah, for real. Also, one more for now from Brother Phil. He says, good morning, the Next Wave viewers. Enjoy the broadcast. Thank you so much. I think we all are enjoying so far, for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Maybe let's ask the chat one more question for now.
And our last question of the day is, which type of INC giving activity do you want to volunteer in next? A, local food drive, B, school supply donation drive, C, community cleanup, or D, appreciation activity for teachers or first responders? All
These
of
are
the
some good
above.
ones. All of the above.
Yeah,
All of the above.
definitely.
You can say all of the above too.
Yeah.
I love our appreciation activities for
Mhm.
teachers and first responders.
Yes.
You know, Brother Joey,
Mhm.
from a couple years ago, as I was thinking about our discussion recently,
Mhm.
I was remembering we had an INCGiving activity that you helped plan.
Mhm.
It was an appreciation event, I think, for police officers,
Okay.
and we actually went down to the station or
Mhm,
something
mhm.
like that.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
It was.
But it's left such a long lasting impression on me.
Yeah.
Like I still remember it, and I think back to how we really showed up for that
Mhm.
event.
Oh,
There
yeah.
were so many of
Mhm.
us, and it was so fun, especially for the kids. So I hope you know that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, I think it was the Marietta Police Department, if I remember. But the thing that they had mentioned to us, especially the police chief, is not many people do this.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think it's a great introduction to not only for us to relay kindness to our first responders, but to let them know like, hey, we're here. You know, the Church of Christ is in your community, and we're here to support the community. So I thought it was a great activity.
For sure. And it's super important for our presence in the community as a
Mhm.
church, our presence. We would really like it to be made known, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's a good point. That's a great way to do that. And as we start to wrap up our discussion with you, Brother Joey, about kindness and INCGiving, what's one small act of kindness that you've seen or have even done yourself, maybe, that shows that you really don't need a lot of time or resources in order to make a difference?
There's actually a couple of activities that I can kind of think about, make a difference. We actually just did one recently. We have a local veteran community park here, actually right next door to our chapel.
Yeah.
And they actually have a mural on the ground of service members that have either served or some of them have passed away. And it's just like a veterans memorial garden. And we spend like maybe an hour to 2 hours. And all we're really doing is like marking up their names to make sure they can be viewed, because over time with weather and whatnot, people go in there, you can't recognize the names. I mean, that's just a small act. I know at some point in our locale, we went around the neighborhood and there was a community dilapidated fence.
Oh,
And we just repainted it.
yeah.
Doesn't take much supplies. It just takes some time.
Mhm.
And, I've always said kind of like, working out, it's not about having time, it's about making time. Right. And so
For sure.
I think if we can do that and just something so small, I think it'll go a long ways to helping out our community.
I like that. I like that. What did you say? It's not about having time. It's about
Making
time.
time.
That's a good one.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this, Lorraine?
I think it's also a perfect way to bond with your family members, right?
yes, absolutely.
Introducing the kids to kindness at an early age.
Mhm.
That's a good
Awesome.
point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start them when they're young.
Yeah.
I
You're
remember.
watching Jenna Lee? Sorry.
That's a good point. Jace and Jenna
And
Lee,
Jenna Lee.
both of them. That's so true too, because INCGiving, I feel like was my earliest memory of volunteering and being part of a community outreach program.
Mhm.
And growing up in the church, being blessed with the opportunity to participate in INCGiving activities. And the church is so great at having so many activities that helps the community. It's such a blessing, because now I feel like it's super easy to incorporate kindness into our daily life.
Absolutely.
So I love that. I love how easy it is for us to share kindness, as simple as a smile to a stranger, even, or paying it forward
Yes.
and paying for the coffee for the stranger behind you.
Right.
Simple things. Let's see what everyone in the live chat is saying about our topic as well. Tracy says, I usually help with the coverage of the INC Giving events, and I love being able to witness the kindness that everyone is so willing to share.
Aw.
Awesome.
Dennis Manankil says, yes, I volunteer through INCGiving and Care for Humanity. I enjoy fence painting and veteran memorial pavers at the Duck Pond
There
here
it
in
is.
TMV. Awesome.
From Brother Phil Nationalis, shout out to Sister Jasmine Manankil and Sister S. Kadang for setting up our INC Giving activities here in Temecula Valley. Yes,
Awesome.
shout out.
Brother Dennis says, donut drop-offs at the hospitals for nurses and doctors. Do not judge me for loving donuts.
That's a good one.
Donut. We're all about the jokes today.
The puns. From Sister Precious Capistrano, during COVID, my firstborn unmuted himself during
Class.
class.
Mhm.
He was in second grade, told his music teacher she was awesome, and thanked her for making music fun. She was so grateful.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's so sweet. Compliments. I feel
Yeah.
like compliments
Mhm.
Goes a
are
long way.
underrated. Yeah,
Mhm.
compliments can go a long way. As a girl, I love when sorry, Brother Joey, this
No,
is
go
such
ahead,
a girl
go ahead.
thing.
You guys are good.
I love when a stranger,
Mhm.
a girl in public is just like, excuse me, I'm so sorry to bother
Yes.
you, but your hair looks so good today. Like, girls will get it.
Yes.
That is the
Yeah, I agree.
most elite feeling.
You know, my favorite compliment was I was at a I think DC,
Mhm.
Washington, DC.
Yeah.
We were at a museum. I was washing my hand at the bathroom, and a girl just stopped me. She said,
Yeah.
I love your face. Thanks so much.
Your face is so kind.
I love it.
It definitely made my year. Year.
Your year.
All
An-
right.
Another comment from Brother Kajul Tungul. He says, not about having time, but about making time. Hashtag mic drop. Love it. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for sharing your comments, your thoughts in the live chat. Please keep leaving your shout outs. We love to see it. But Brother Joey, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you so much for
today.
having me. I appreciate it. Anytime you guys need me, I'm ready for you guys.
We love it. We love having you on the show. And
All
before
right.
we let you go,
Yeah.
do you have any shout outs you'd like to make to anyone?
Absolutely. I'd like to say hi to Jenna Lee, who's currently watching. Hi, Jenna Lee. And Jace, I don't know, he's probably on his iPad over there. My wife, who she's probably not going to see this until later, but she's resting right now, thank God. And then to all of the members and all the viewers, please continue to support INCRadio. We're here for you. All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Let's give them a round of
Paul.
applause.
That was a wholesome topic. I love that.
That was so good.
Yeah.
All right, but of course we got more to our show today. What do we got next? It looks like we got. Sorry, give me a second. Let me just
We got-
scroll
In
into sunny San Diego. Alrighty, so today we are featuring Annie's Canyon. In case you didn't know, if you're looking for an adventure that feels close to nature but still beginner friendly, Annie's Canyon is a perfect pick. The trail starts off easy, a dirt path lined with tall grasses, coastal shrubs, and pockets of shade as you make your way toward the canyon. It's calm, refreshing, warm up before things get interesting.
As you head further in, the landscape shifts. Sandstone walls begin rising around you, shaped by years of wind and water. The formations twist and curve, creating these amazing natural textures that make you slow down and look around.
Very cool. Then comes the highlight, the narrow slot canyon. The pathway pulls in tight, sometimes just enough for one person at a time. You may find yourself turning sideways, squeezing through winding sandstone corridors, and watching sunlight peek down from above. It's exciting, unique, and still very manageable for most hikers.
And fun fact, slot canyons like this are rare near the coast. That's what makes Annie's Canyon such a standout in San Diego, a natural sandstone maze just minutes from the ocean.
Whether you're exploring the rock formations, hosting the narrow passageways, or wait, what? Enjoying the narrow passageways, or just looking for a quick outdoor adventure, Annie's Canyon is a great reminder of how much variety you can find in sunny San Diego. I love Annie's Canyon. I've actually hiked this personally too.
Mhm.
That part, when you have to squeeze through the
Mhm.
canyon, That part is so scary at first, but once you get through it, it's honestly really cool.
Annie is here for you.
Annie, thank you.
Thank you so much, Annie. Shout out to you, Annie.
Yes. And as we saw earlier in the video too, it's easily accessible. It's very close to the freeway, so it's pretty easy to find and enjoy.
I have yet to try this. I'm very intrigued now that I see all the footages.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is that Ryan? Oh, is he struggling?
Oh.
No, he made it out. He made it out.
He's being very careful.
Oh yes, that's right.
Malcolm is just like rushing past him, and
Malcolm is
Ryan is
leading the
just
way.
like inching slowly. No, it's okay.
It's being saved.
Oh, this part too. This part was so scary. There's like this ladder thing, but yeah, you need all of your concentration, or at least I needed all of my concentration in order to get to that. But look at the view at the top.
Oh,
Isn't that
wow,
so
that's
rewarding?
beautiful.
It's so nice. It's
It's
the
so
perfect
pretty.
photo op. Yeah. And then you can see some ocean. Yeah, this hike is so nice. It's not too long, and it has all of the natural elements in
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect for just a great way to get your friends together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bonding
And
experience.
then eat after.
Yeah, always.
Always, yeah.
All right, and that has been Into Sunny San Diego for the next wave.
Yeah.
Lorraine, there's usually a lot happening in our in San Diego County,
Yes.
and we love to highlight these things in our next segment, which is on the horizon. So, for On the Horizon, we have on November 30th, the Kadiwa Officers Meet in National City. This was a fun little activity for the Kadiwa members, or those who are baptized over 18 and unmarried. And there was food, as we can
Yes.
see, which we love.
Yeah. And then for our upcoming activity happening on December 12th, the CMDPS, or the Christian Medical, Dental, and Paramedical Society, is holding a respiratory illness prevention activity via video conferencing at 2 p.m.
Nice. And that's what's on the horizon for the San Diego Satellite Studio. We're so excited!
We're excited for our local
Shout-Out Challenge
winners!
In no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's challenge. We have the local congregation of North San Diego!
Woo! We got local congregation of Temecula Valley!
And the local congregation of Vista! Congratulations! Be sure to keep shouting out your local congregation in the live chat to help your local congregation be part of the top 3 next week.
Yes.
But before we go, we also want to read a couple more comments from those who have tuned in. Good morning, INCRadio San Diego family from
Aw.
TMB.
Jenny says, hi, Sister Taylor.
Hi, Jenny.
So cute.
We love Jenny. Also from Jeff Barrientos, greetings, INCRadio San Diego, tuning in from INCRadio Orange County, California studio at the local of Anaheim.
Nice. And from brother Dennis Menankil. Oh, we already read that, but do not judge him.
Do not judge him
For loving
donuts.
donuts.
That was a good one.
Awesome.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for the next wave today. We hope you feel so good after our discussion and after our show. And before we go, we would like to thank and greet the following individuals who helped make the next wave possible. Brother Eduardo Villamanalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranya Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Wally Taray, our INC Radio Station Manager.
Brother Matthew Capistrano, our Supervising Minister of SDC, Brother Alex Oñate, our Assistant Supervising Minister of SDC, and Brother Christian Ko, our District Multimedia Advisor. Next week, we have...
Join us next week for Rock Stars of San Diego. We're talking about
rock
climbing.
Rocks. Climbing rocks.
Climbing the rocks.
I'll be there.
Great, I hope so. Thank you so much, everyone, for having so much fun with us. Goodbye, stay safe, and until next time, we will catch you on the next wave. Bye.